After the whistle starts at Chapman Field, where Jeff Thompson tosses it to Brandon Murphy, who takes it Wait, let's rewind that play. Clareton Bears Murphy runs it up the sideline, dodging tackles, and then launches himself and the ball into the end zone.
Hello and welcome back to After the Whistle. State championships are finally here as the season comes to a close. Plus, high school basketball, wrestling, and hockey are underway across Center County and District 6. Live from University Park, I'm Alec Brown.
And I'm Katie Mortimer. Penn State has a new coach. That breaking news straight ahead. After the Whistle starts now. After 54 days, Penn State's search for a head coach is over. The university has named former Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell the next head coach of the Nittany Lions. Sources say it will be an 8-year deal and make him the 17th coach in program history. Campbell had an 8-4 record at Iowa State this season with a 72-55 record there overall, which makes him the winningest coach in Cyclones history. The decision isn't official until Penn State's Board of Trustees approves it. The university confirmed Terry Smith will remain on the staff. According to reports, Smith has signed a 4-year deal. Now let's take a look at high school state championship action.
The Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders are looking to win back-to-back 1A state championships. They face off against the 14-1 Clareton Bears in search of victory. The Bishop Guilfoyle and Clareton captains will now meet in the middle of the field before the championship bout. In the first quarter here, the Bears are on the move. It's Jeff Thompson launching this one down the field to Brandon Murphy Jr., who comes up with a miraculous catch there. He would later score in the drive to make it 7-0. Now here, Carter Boland knocks down a 25-yard field goal to make it 14-3 for the Bears before halftime. BG looking to get some points on the board, but it's Dion Lovelace Pompey who reads this play perfectly for a 25-yard pick six. Clareton would convert as well to make it a 22-3 ball game, and it would all be the Bears from there, scoring 2 more touchdowns en route to a 35-3 victory and a state title. Clareton ends their season at 15-1, capturing their first state championship since 2012. Bishop Guilfoyle ends at 13-3, but captured a District 6 title along with a PIAA East championship. And our reporter Bailey Toporser was at Chapman Field for this very chilly game day. Bailey?
It was definitely a chilly one, and for one team, the scoreboard was ice cold.
Bishop Guilfoyle entered today's game as 5-time state champs, hoping to make it a 6th. They traveled over 2 hours east to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania to face the last hurdle of their 13-3 season, the Clareton Bears. With temperatures in the high 20s and the wind whipping, the Marauders held the Bears to just 1 touchdown and a failed 2-point conversion in the first quarter.
This time last year, Bishop Guilfoyle came here to Chapman Stadium with the hopes of winning the 1A football state team championships. They did just that. This year, they're coming home with a different story.
Last year, I mean, it was almost a perfect season. You know, we had everything clicking. We had so much talent across the board, and going into this year, you know, we had a lot of questions.
But in the second quarter, Clareton picked up speed, putting up another touchdown, followed this time by a successful 2-point conversion. BG got their first points right before halftime with a 28-yard field goal by junior kicker Carter Boland. But Bishop Guilfoyle would struggle to make a dent in the Bears' lead. They rushed for a -1 yard, while Clareton had more than 300 total yards. The Bears would also sack Marauders quarterback Justin Wheeler 5 times on their way to the 35-3 victory.
I know of the other 100 and some teams in single A, every one of them would have traded, even with a loss today, would have traded to be here.
Senior Jake Kissel had 21 rushing yards out of the Marauders' 77 yards of total offense. He was a versatile player for his team this season, playing multiple positions including quarterback, linebacker, and tight end.
What we do is special. It's really a special place, so I couldn't be prouder, and it's just I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
This may not have been the ending Bishop Guilfoyle was hoping for, but they still should be proud of a successful season. Back to you guys at the desk.
Tonight, Bishop McDevitt and Roman Catholic faced off for a state championship rematch, a year in the making. Owen Camaros was at Cumberland Valley tonight. Owen?
It was a year ago today that Roman Catholic was forced to watch as Bishop McDevitt celebrated on this very field. Well, revenge is a dish best served on a cold December evening. Roman Catholic came into this year with one mission: get back to the state championship and win it. Well, they did that and got a chance to do something even more special. Not only did they have a chance to win the state championship tonight, but they got to play against Bishop McDevitt. Head coach Rick Preet, senior quarterback Samaj Beals, and cornerback Ian Stead, all of whom were forced to watch last year as the KHLites lost, had an idea and a mission: win this game. These two teams know each other all too well, as you can see them here on the field. Starting us off in the first quarter, quarterback Samaj Beals takes the ball. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to fake the throw, and he's going to run into the end zone, getting in and giving Roman Catholic the 7-0 lead. Roman Catholic, they would make the extra point and control things early on after some good defensive plays.
We felt like we didn't play our cleanest game last year, and we wanted the opportunity to come in and play a clean game tonight, and we were able to do that.
In the second quarter, late on in the second quarter, quarterback Sebastian Williams of McDevitt throws it into the end zone. He's looking for his wide receiver, but it's going to be picked off by Chase Hinton. Hinton is going to take it and take a knee, and McDevitt is going to give up the ball. Roman Catholic goes into the half up by 21. Now, in the second half, it's going to be Williams once again. He's looking over the middle, and it's picked off. This time, it's by Walter Hudson. He intercepts the ball and takes it deep into McDevitt territory, gets tackled there, as you can see, and a couple of plays later, Roman Catholic would capitalize on the interception.
He is a tremendous football player on both sides of the ball. He lays it all out here, and I'm proud of him.
Last year, Ian Stead dropped a would-be interception that would have sealed the game for the KHLites. He said that he practiced that same play, that same catch, 1,000 times to get it right so that he wouldn't make the same mistake out here on this field. Ian Stead and the rest of the defense had a superb performance. They didn't let Bishop McDevitt score until under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That propelled the team to a 3-score victory and the first state championship in the school's history.
Coming up, winter sports are in full swing across the PIAA with wrestling, basketball, and hockey kicking off.
Let's take a look at the rest of the state championship matchups. It's been a busy week with winter sports starting up around the state of Pennsylvania.
That's right, we had games on the turf, ice, and court.
On Wednesday, the PIAA Board of Directors held a meeting in Mechanicsburg and unanimously voted to add a shot clock in high school boys and girls basketball, starting in 2 years. The PIAA has been discussing the addition of a shot clock since July of last year. Both JV and varsity teams, the shot clock will be 35 seconds long. Also on Wednesday, the Bishop Guilfoyle Lady Marauders returned to the hardwood in their home opener against the Central Dragons. BG enters the season as two-time defending state champions. Early in the first quarter, Mary Hyde knocks down the right wing three to give BG an early lead against the Dragons. And wasting no time again, it's Hyde sliding right past the defense, getting another 2 points for the Lady Marauders. They go up 25-3.
She's dominating out there.
She is indeed. Now Central coming back. It'll be Alexis Reichard who puts that one up for 2 points. BG will lead at half against Central 48-12. Now it's Leona Williams in the third quarter driving right by her defender, getting another easy 2 points for Bishop Guilfoyle. And into the fourth quarter, it's Morgan Ruggery who knocks down the three right there, putting things to bed for the Lady Marauders. BG would start their season strong, dominating Central 68-19. The Lady Marauders will face Bellefonte next Wednesday. The Central Dragons will face Central Mountain tonight in a tip-off tournament.
The Bald Eagle Area Eagles hosted the Phillipsburg Osceola Mountaineers for the 2025-26 season opener on Wednesday. The starting lineups are announced as the two teams get set to tip off. A little walk up and a handshake to start off the first quarter, where Bald Eagles' Kane Wolf passes it to James Cohen at the top of the key, who maneuvers through a trio of Mountie defenders for the layup. And then in the second quarter, it's Cohen once again driving to the lane and finding Jaden Yeaney, kicking it out to the corner to Jackson Millward for the triple.
Cohen to three.
After that, it's Phillipsburg Osceola's Zach Myers faking and putting up a quick two, drawing the foul and getting the and one.
Also told him to get in the weight room.
It came down to the final few seconds, but after an Eagle miscue at the end, it would be the Mounties taking home the 57-54 victory. Phillipsburg Osceola opens their campaign at 1-0, while Bald Eagle drops to 0-1.
The Reading Red Knights visited the State High Little Lady Lions for their annual opening season tournament. The Red Knights are looking to continue their winning ways after a 12-5 season last year. We jump right into the student action right here. Reading wins a tip-off, and we're off already. In the first half, it's State High's McKenna Whitehurst catching a tough pass, but she'll pull up right there on the wing for an easy bucket. And later in the half, it's Desiree Mobley. She brings the ball up and throws a beautiful Showtime pass right here to Allie Swagger for the layup.
Some swag from Swagger.
Super swaggy indeed. Entering the second half, Reading's Nalani Sosa passes up to Jay Marshall on the fast break, who stops on a dime and shoots that three ball right there. Action was fast-paced. The Lady Lions there, Sienna Williams getting the quick basket. In the second half, saw the Reading battle back with Julian Laws scoring in the paint at will. State High used their ball movement and tough defense to keep the game close, winning a nail-biter 44-40. State High opens their season 1-0, while Reading drops to 0-1, a whole lot of season for both squads.
Conemaugh Valley took a trip to Pagula to face off against State High, who was looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season. Little Lions getting ready to go out there on the ice when Rylan Coffey takes it himself, going short side to put State High on the board first. And later on in the third period, Hayden Gates battles down low, takes it to the slot, and beats the goalie glove side to cut the lead to 5-3. The Lions came roaring back with Coffey finding a wide-open Ryan Marusa to make it 6-3. And State High would add 2 empty netters to secure the 8-4 win. Next week, State High will face Hollidaysburg, while Conemaugh Valley looks to pick up their first win of the season against Westmont Hilltop.
Penns Valley opens up their wrestling season by welcoming in Mifflin County after making their first ever trip to the Dual Championship last year. We start off in the 107 match, where Mifflin County's Ethan Johnson is down 5-3 in the third, and after being on bottom the whole period, he gets the reversal with time running out to send it in sudden victory. He would then go on to get the takedown to get the win and put Mifflin County up 3. However, Penns Valley rallies back here, highlighted by an electrifying pin by the 145-pounder Trip Watson to give PV a 27-9 lead.
Oof, got him there.
Penns Valley finishes off their night with another pin in the heavyweight match by Robert Martin. You can see the ref get the tap right there. He looks super excited about that win. Penns Valley emerges victorious with a 47-16 win to start off their season. The Rams will compete in the Babbitt Duels tomorrow, and Mifflin County will look to get their first win at Central Mountain next Tuesday.
The Bishop McCourt Crushers host the Central Cambria Red Devils for their first match of the season. Will McCourt's dominance continue from last season? Jax Forrest ready for one of his last duels of his high school career. And Virginia Tech commit Bo Bassett turns Braden Thomas to his back for 4 near-fall swipes to claim his first Tech fall of the season in just 48 seconds. What a quick win for the 2-time state champ. And at 172 pounds, CJ Pensiero locks up the cradle and secures the first pin of the duel and his first win of the season. And at 215 pounds, Marquez Gordon comes back from being taken down first to pinning his opponent in the second period. Bishop McCourt did not lose a single match, winning the duel 65-0.
Holy dominance.
Oh yeah, and Bishop McCourt moves to 1-0 on the season, while Central Cambria falls to 0-1. Bishop McCourt's senior star Jax Forrest has the potential to graduate early, ending his PIAA career. Our reporter Massimo Manfra has more.
Thanks, Katie. Jax Forrest has been a key part to Bishop McCourt's success, bringing home back-to-back state championships. But with the chance to graduate early, his time in the PIAA could be coming to an end. Bishop McCourt took the mats Thursday night against Central Cambria in what could be one of Jax Forest's last PIAA wrestling matches.
It's just trying to just enjoy the moment. You know, my time is going to be a little shorter than the other guys on our team, so it's just trying to stay present.
Forrest signed his national letter of intent to attend Oklahoma State University and is eligible to graduate at the end of December, possibly cutting his high school career short.
You know, where he could go out to Stillwater and do something out there, redshirt or something like that. We haven't made any final decisions yet.
For now, Jax Forrest is living in the present, enjoying things like wrestling on the same team as his younger brother, Jameson.
It's a lot of fun. You know, I've warmed up with him, helping him in his matches, and now we have big tournaments where we're going to be traveling together, getting those big stage feels, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Jax won the U23 World Championship in Serbia this October, a capstone of his high school wrestling career. For now, Jax will continue wrestling with McCourt until he makes his final decision later this month. Despite various reports, Jax Forest has not yet made his decision as he looks forward to winter duels and tournaments with Bishop McCourt. Back to you at the desk.
Later, we'll take a look at more details from inside Penn State athletics.
Now, here are scores from some sports around District 6.
Recapping the breaking news story we brought you earlier in our show, Penn State has a new head football coach.
The university released a statement saying Matt Campbell will be the new head coach of the Nittany Lions. But in the hours leading up to the deal, a leaked audio recording went viral. The 36-minute clip is purported to be athletic director Pat Kraft talking with a group of Nittany Lion football players. In the clip, Pat Kraft allegedly had comments on the coaching search saying, "If I don't get this right, my career is over." On the recording, he also calls out other Big Ten football programs. "We aren't airing the recording because we can't confirm its authenticity." No comment yet from Penn State.
Late last night, Penn State men's volleyball announced that head coach Mark Pavlik will be retiring after this season. Pavlik is entering his 32nd season at Penn State and has led the team to 25 EIVA tournament titles and 27 regular season titles. His success with the Nittany Lions has led him to be the 4th winningest coach in the history of collegiate men's volleyball. Pavlik's final season will begin in Rec Hall on January 8th against Mount Olive. We wish Coach Pavlik and the Nittany Lions the best of luck on their season. There's been a lot of action around the PIAA this week with football wrapping up and winter sports just beginning.
Let's send it over to Liana Tiamzon for our top 3 plays.
Thanks, guys. All right, you know the drill. The top 3 plays are here, and these ones do not disappoint. 3 insane highlights and 1 big epic countdown. Let's start with number 3. Kicking off our countdown at number 3, we go to Bishop McCourt battling it out with a Central Cambria wrestling duel. It's Bo Bassett for McCourt turning his opponent for 4 more points to secure the tech fall under a minute into the match. Next up, we have State High against Conemaugh Valley. State High's number 40, Rylan Coffey, takes control of the puck at near circle, quickly dodges in defense, just in time to pass the far post to Ryan Mariso, who rips a shot past the goalie and buries it at the back of the net. Now for the play that steals the number 1 spot is Bishop Guilfoyle locking horns with Belmont Charter in the semifinals. Quarterback Jake Kissel throws an absolute 53-yard rocket to wide receiver Tyson Listokey, who has no one around him as he runs effortlessly into the end zone for the touchdown. I would say that's definitely something to celebrate. That's a wrap on our top 3 plays. Back to you, Katie and Alec.
Thanks, Liana. That's going to do it this week for us on After the Whistle. For more updates about our show and our coverage of games, follow us on our socials at ATWPSU. I'm Alec Brown.
And I'm Katie Mortimer. Tune in on Wednesday for our last show of the season, wrapping up the 2025 PIAA football season, Penn State football, and much more, right here on After the Whistle.